Welcome, dear Thriver, to Thriver TV, where it's my greatest joy to not just explain to you narcissistic abuse, but grant you the real tools to heal and thrive after it. I know you want to know whether a narcissist knows that they are doing really senseless, malicious, and quite frankly, insane acts against you. And hang around, because in today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into this topic so you can understand the answer to that all-important question: does a narcissist know that they hurt people? We're going to get to the meat of this conversation in just a sec, but before we do, I'd like to shout out a big thank you for all of you who support this channel and for passing on my material so that others can understand narcissistic abuse is not a life sentence, and there is liberation, emancipation, and a future that is beyond glorious on the other side of this. And that's what my work is all about. So please remember to like and share this video, especially if it deeply resonates with you. Okay, we're going to get started with unpacking this. All right, and I just want to start with this topic because it's going to lay the foundation, and I really believe this is going to make sense to you. We want narcissists to know what they're doing, but even more than that, we want them to care. So I want to begin by asking this question: does a narcissist care about other people? And I really want you to think about this, because after you answer this question, you can understand how the question, does a narcissist know what they're doing, kind of pales into insignificance when we look at, does this person care about what they're doing? Let me explain. The basis of all of our human interactions is really about connection and love. We want people to care about us. And I know you want the narcissist to care. And you want them to care, and you want them to know what they're doing so that they can wake the hell up and stop hurting people and actually care about them. And I really want you to feel into this. Is there a huge part of you that wants the narcissist to wake up and care about you and love you and stop hurting you because they care? So I want you to pause this video. I want you to ponder that, and I want you to write about what arises for you in the comments. Is it really the caring that you want? Because you want them to know what they're doing so that they can start caring. And let's see what people write about this, because I believe that this is a really interesting part about what we all feel about this topic and what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so I've said it before 1,000 times and I'm going to say it again. Wanting a narcissist to care and be kind and have compassion is like expecting a crocodile to roll over so that you can scratch its belly and so that it's going to wag its tail and love you. If a narcissist doesn't care about others, it's because they literally don't have the capacity for empathy. Kind of like the reptilian brain of a crocodile doesn't have that capacity either. And there's a reason for this. The reason is because a narcissist has to go after narcissistic supply. And what this means is getting the attention, the energy, and the stuff from other people to be able to feed the dead and empty inner defunct self in order to feel alive, significant, and functional. To a narcissist, it's all about them. They only care about feeding the false self. And what is the false self? The false self is the fake construct that they've put in charge of their identity and in charge of their life. Okay, so let's now move on to whether or not a narcissist knows what they're doing. Does a narcissist know that they are hurting people? The answer is yes, they know. But this is the clincher: they don't care. The reason they don't care is because it's a means to an end. People are objects from which to extract attention, energy, and resources from in order to stop them emotionally imploding and being annihilated by the big black hole inside that is their dead and dysfunctional screaming inner being. You may want a narcissist to care, but they don't. Lying, manipulating, scheming, controlling, and abusing are all methods by which a narcissist attempts to regulate narcissistic supply, which is the flow of resources needed for them to keep feeding their fictional false self in order to maintain a charade of believing that they're superior and significant. The narcissist's false self, the ego, is attached to a system of separation and lack. The narcissist deeply believes that there's not enough for everybody. So unless I win and you lose, I'm not going to get my share of the stuff. To a narcissist who is disconnected from source, others, and oneness, there is no concept of win-win. It's them against the world, which includes you. The narcissist, therefore, does not have the capacity to care about you or care about what they are doing is wrong. To them, it's right. It's a means to an end. And if you try to hold a narcissist accountable and get them to care and understand what they are doing, then you will see the three-ring circus, the unraveling of the personality, which is all of the deflections and defense mechanisms that literally make your head spin and feel like you're trying to deal with an angry 5-year-old who is acting delusional in an adult's body. And you will see that the narcissist will do anything to try to maintain the version of themselves and life that they're firmly invested in, which is, I am superior, I'm above reproach. How dare you question the false self's actions? You are wrong, I am right, and I don't give two hoots about you. This is all about me and what I've decided is mine. Now let's take this conversation even deeper. Does a narcissist know why they hurt others? Everybody behaves in a certain way as per their belief systems. What are belief systems made up of? The emotional experiences and programs that you've inherited from your ancestors that was impregnated into you by your environment, your childhood, further relationships, and so on and so forth. A narcissist believes that their true self is not functional and cannot have its needs met. Therefore, they assigned a false self to be in charge. How a narcissist really feels about themselves at a true self level is as per the defunct, self-divorced, and discarded inner true self being. A narcissist really feels like an empty vessel of defectiveness and unlovableness, and that they can never belong on their own merits in life. It's kind of like a fish in a fishbowl looking at life and feeling like it can't be a part of it. The narcissist is deeply wounded, insecure, and forever battling feelings of insignificance. This self-disgust is projected onto others, who are then attacked, abused, and mined in order for the narcissist to pathologically and psychologically try to annihilate the part of themselves that they hate. This is why a narcissist treats others horrifically. Does the narcissist realize this? No. Why do they not realize why they're doing this? Because they are not prepared to meet their inner being and deeply do the deep inner recovery work of releasing and reprogramming the trauma in order to bring the true self back to life and wrestle themselves from out from under the grip of the self-annihilating ego. They are not prepared to bring themselves back to sanity. A narcissist is deeply unconscious and trapped in the cycle of attaching to people and things, sucking them dry, destroying them, then having to move on and keep doing it all over again. Just as a black hole in space keeps gobbling up everything in its path, but is still going to remain as a black hole. I really hope that this is answering your question and given you a lot to ponder on this topic. And I hope that it will deeply bring yourself to the understanding that it's actually not important whether other people do or don't care about hurting you, or even if they do or don't know what they're doing. What is important is that you care about you and you stop hurting you by being attached to these people, and that you do the inner work to bring yourself back to sanity by releasing yourselves from those deep emotional patterns of staying attached to people who hurt you whilst trying to stop them hurting you. You are the only person who has the power to stop them hurting you by you detaching, moving away, and healing you. And that's how you take your power back and you escape from situations and people who do not care what they're doing to you, and you take your soul, your sanity, and your life back. And it's my greatest mission to show you how to do this in direct, powerful, and much faster ways than contemporary methods. And as such, I would love to invite you to my free 3 Keys to Thrive After Narcissistic Abuse webinar, which you can access in the show notes or click the link that appears above. And as always, I look forward to answering your comments and your questions, and I'm really interested to hear your thoughts about this topic. And please also remember to hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying my videos, and like and share this video with people who you know it can help. As always, this is the deal. Keep smiling, keep healing, and keep thriving, because there's nothing else to do. Lots of love. Bye-bye.